What's up, guys? Day 151, something in those lines. I wrote some things up that I want to cover. And the main thing, because obviously it's an amazing day to be alive. Let me turn the TV off. Treat every day like you actually go to fucking work. I just turned 18, never adapted this principle. Now I am in the work clothes. It's 5 p.m. I'm about to prepare dinner for myself. Wow, this is the best setup I've ever gotten. And you just gotta look sharp, you know? Gotta be able to take calls. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, about that 10K. I was supposed to be wiring it. You know, you gotta be able to look a certain way to earn your self-respect. It's about yourself. It's not even about your appearance towards other individuals. But it's about respecting yourself and your work ethic. Because if you're just sitting in your room with pajamas on, working on a business, do you know and understand how that doesn't work? Do you truly? Do you truly understand why that shit wouldn't work? Do you truly understand? Because I don't think you do. It's like the same as if you were to wear a swimsuit to a race or karting event where you're going on the track. It's about how you present yourself in the activity that you pursue. It's about how you make yourself feel when pursuing a certain activity. That's something no one realizes. It's all mental. The world and the environment of business and entrepreneurship and self-improvement, 90% happens mentally here. It's how you prepare yourself to go to work. Because motherfucker, if I were to say, or if I were to invite you to a black tie event, what clothes would you wear? A black tie, you know, a nice little fitted thing. You wouldn't come up in joggers. And business is the same. You gotta treat it like a business. You gotta treat yourself like a business owner. And I started doing that shit as well. Today was a very boring day. Markets were closed. It's the weekend. Fuck that shit. I want to trade so bad. But I learned a lot today. Studied my trading strategy books. I'm not gonna say it to you guys. You guys gotta wait till I become profitable and make millions. But yeah, that's that. Let me start this cooking session. So, what are we eating today? We're eating chicken. Fuck that plastic, bro. Plastic? Gotta go. We're eating chicken on wraps. What is this in my pocket? It's just like 70 euros. Pocket change for me. You have no idea how much aura I actually felt doing that shit. That's insane. But yeah, guys. Gotta grab the wraps. I'll be right back. No, I'll take you guys with me. Today I wanted to talk about two main points. I need to know the first one. First one. Do the opposite of what everyone tells you to do. This correlates back mainly for me personally in terms of health and diets and other aspects that actually, let's see what we're grabbing. We're taking the protein wraps. But do the opposite of what every single individual, got one coming here, please don't say it. But do the opposite of what every single individual is telling you to do. So let's say, right, I was 14. Yeah, I think I was 14 when I went to the doctor. It's not the doctor, it's like a local advisory station. How do you call it? It's like literally across the street, but it's like not a doctor. But essentially, back in the day, I used to walk like this. Let me show you guys. Like I used to walk like this, with like my back curved, like my ass out, like I was. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But essentially, I used to walk like that, and that's why I went to the doctor. You know, to get it fixed potentially, to understand what I can do in order to improve that shit. Well, I could have made it up myself. That guy sent me over to the physio, or like the physiotherapy, or like physical therapy. I don't know these words in English, bro. Essentially, he sent me over there, and of course, I got ab exercises because hey, listen, once your back is like that, you gotta train your entire core. You gotta get strong. You know, you gotta get good, look good. Obviously, it's not about looks. It's about your stability as a human being. So I got that. The ab exercises. And before I tell you guys further, you're going to see me wash this pan off. So don't worry. I'll be back in a little bit. You guys are going to watch it. I'm the type of guy that wants everything to be perfectly clean, guys. I cannot have one single spot in this pan after I clean it. I just can't. I just fucking can't. I'm such an autistic guy when it really comes to cleaning stuff and being clean. Like, dude, I could never in my life leave like a clothing piece on the ground. I could never. My mentally would be fucked, bro. And that's also the type of guy you have to become, right? In order to be an entrepreneur. You have to be very chaotic in the mind, but everything around you should look perfect. I think that's genuinely how an entrepreneur should act. Like everything from the outside seems amazing, like shining shoes, everything clean fit, but in the mind, bro, in the mind, because we entrepreneurs understand that it's a mind game. Business is a mind game. You really have to understand that shit. So that's also me, right? Everything outside looks perfect. From the inside, we got neck pain, we got mental issues of like, am I gonna make it? Be delusional, and then you get this motivation hype of, oh, we're gonna make it, bro, we're gonna make it. Dude, it's fucking insane when you think about it. Being an entrepreneur is not that easy, bro. Trust me. It's not that fucking easy. Let me reply to this girl. Dude, once you get to a certain level, you just have girls in your DMs all the time. And it's so distracting, but it's also quite fun to sort of like play around with them, if you know what I mean. It's funny, she basically talked about her having her own apartment, and let me just give you a bit of context before I continue the story where it comes down to physio. But she basically talked about having her own apartment and that kind of stuff. Very cool, obviously very amazing. And essentially, I told her, oh, it should be very peaceful, because we had a conversation earlier. She has a lot of family issues, a lot of relationships issues, and that kind of stuff. So I said, it should be very peaceful. Yeah, it's very peaceful. And then you just texted me. So I said, oh, I'm sorry, am I disturbing your peace? And she said, nah, absolutely not. You would never disturb my peace. So I said, damn, I understand. I know, I would never. Now she says, huh? What the fuck you mean? She knows exactly what I mean. I'm just playing a bit. I just like playing a bit. But yeah, the doctors, right? The physio. Guys, understand this one thing. If someone that doesn't have a dream of yours, if someone that doesn't have your dream physique, your dream income, your dream anything, don't listen to them. Because why would you? A guy could be on theory having all his points correct. You know, he knows the theory. Oh my god. He knows everything about the theory, but when it comes down to actually doing the things himself, he's not there, bro. He's not there. So essentially, they told me as well when I went to the doctor. So what do you do for sports? I said, well, I'll do a little bit of weight training, this and that. And immediately after I said that, the guy just told me, I should be careful with that. You can like hurt your growth and this and that, all the negatives, bam, 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 bam. It went one ear in and straight out the other one, because I don't give a fuck about my growth. I've always been a small guy, and I know for a fact that whatever someone says, complete opposite is true. And guess what? I've never been this tall. I'm almost even taller than my dad. So how does that work, little fucking dickhead? Telling me I can't work out. What the fuck? Are you mental, bro? Jeez. That's insane. No, but guys, when you really think about it, that's just genuinely insane. Don't you think that should be illegal? And almost wanted to crash out about the Andrew Tate situation. But guys, it's genuinely true. People telling you, oh, don't eat so many eggs a week or a day. Like, you're gonna get high cholesterol levels and that kind of stuff. Well, I might. Who even says that shit is bad for you? Well, I haven't had any form of issues on a personal level when it came down to cholesterol. You know, and something very funny, we have never had a generation with these low amounts of testosterone levels. And guess how that comes? Cornflakes, milk, what else do we have? We have a lot of fucking shit, bro. And how can you tell me that that fucking, how do you say that? That eating eggs is bad? Because, bro, kids are waking up in puberty between the age of 14 to 18 and their dick is not even hard in the morning. So how can you say that cholesterol is bad for you when no one is eating cholesterol and everyone has soft fucking dicks and their dicks are small? And some people are even infertile without even knowing yet because of the fact, like, the testosterone is so low. How can you say that, bro? That's just mentally insane. Mentally insane. Oh yeah, bro, watch out for the sun. The sun actually might give you cancer and that kind of stuff. That's true. That's true. Can't argue. But yeah, it's probably better to stay inside, just game in my room all day, right? Jesus Christ, man. I just cannot believe it, bro. I just cannot believe the audacity of some individuals telling you can't do stuff even though they know they're not at the goal you want. Some shit is just crazy. That should be me holding your hand. So yeah, do the opposite of what everyone says. The news, they tell you to... What is a good example? Oh yeah, they talked about the... I was just watching a news article. I didn't fully watch it. I saw 1 second of it and I saw that there was a weak presenter with skinny arms presenting the article, so I already knew it was fake. I'm sorry that I judge you by character or how you look, but hey, that's just who I am. So yeah, I saw a news article. It was in regards to... Oh yeah, it was in regards to Andrew Tate and the fact that he doesn't own his Bugatti. Well, yeah, he personally doesn't own his Bugatti. He didn't buy it personally with his personal assets. He bought it with his company, of course. Because guess what? If he got arrested right now, which obviously is going to be free very soon, don't worry about that. But he got arrested. Why is his Bugatti not taken in? Because it's on his company, not on his personal assets. They can't take something when it's a company registered item. And the news just doesn't bother to even dive deeper into the facts to understand why certain things happen. They just blindly throw shit out there to indoctrinate your fucking ass. And that is such... Bro, I just cannot even explain how that feels. When you're watching Andrew Tate, he changed your life. He helps you become a better individual. Motherfucker, I didn't dare to look in people their eyes 4 years ago before I met him. I didn't dare that shit. I was just afraid. I was socially awkward. Now I'm in front of the camera on day 150 fucking 1, bro. Speaking here, man, it just pisses me off to see how my influencers just get humbled and downgraded by losers, bro. It's just, I'm sorry, man, but I just cannot grasp the idea of how people can't see behind the truth. They just listen blindly and don't like look deeper into why things actually happen and why things, you know, everything happens for a reason, bro. Fucking hell, man. I gotta make a salad. Sorry for draining out on you guys, but you guys get the point, bro. Like, I just think it's mentally fucked to know you have such a wide view. Like in the Netherlands, we have the NOS or NPO1, and it's like a news thing where millions and millions, I would say at least 30 to 40%, no, 20 to 30% of the people watch it daily. And you just throw shit out there without any fucking backtesting knowledge. Like, how can you do that, bro? That just proves so much to me. How can you do that shit, man? Throw in honey, some mayonnaise. Yeah, that's not the healthiest thing to do, mayonnaise, but yeah, today, bro, we're not in a season of health, and obviously I care about my health. I care about my business more. And some olive oil. Throw that shit in there. And we'll get to the next topic, bros. Shit. Oh, what do we do? They just spawn in from nowhere. Okay. Bet. Do you love it when a guy's able to cook? Because I do. Okay, next topic, boys. Just don't waste anyone's time here. It's about broke people. There we go. And Jesus, I know you're watching over me. I'm not shaming them for any way. I'm just looking into the objective view of their reasonings and why they do certain things. You know? I'm looking at it from a very objective view. And I want everyone to realize that even though they have their own worldview, they are not always right. So, broke people, right? They tend to like to hate on everything that an individual does that doesn't lie within their values. So, for instance, bro, what is a good example we can pull? Yeah, like the Andrew Tate example of the Bugatti. There was a news item I saw on X, and they said, "Oh, Andrew Tate doesn't own his own Bugatti, blah 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 blah." People were laughing at it, you know, that kind of stuff. People liked that shit because, hey, listen, we finally got an item that proves that Andrew Tate is not just like a very cool dude and not the guy that people should look up to. We finally proved our point. I know you try. Try deeper next time because, like I said, prove it with facts. The facts are already there, but you just didn't care to fucking look into it. But essentially, they like when people that are doing better than them have a downfall. And we saw this with the Onua brothers as well. Samuel Onua, everyone knows the story on Mykonos, where he basically had some form of mental issue, or he got drugged, whatever the case was. It doesn't really matter, right? But at the end of the day, there is this big YouTuber in the Netherlands. His name is Koen. I don't give a fuck about shouting out your name. He's basically an asshole. And the reason why I say that is because he makes money from humiliating other individuals. So he's the guy that, you know, tries to break course sellers, tries to, you know, talk down on the info market, especially, you know, course sellers, people that sell coaching, try to help people. Oh wow. No. I'm also not a fan of the coaching people, the course sellers, but that's no reason to hate on them, because they do their business, you do your business. But Koen, essentially, he makes money from it, and that's very hypocritical, because at the end of the day, it's good that you make money from it, but don't try to drag someone down simply for your own profits. That's exactly what he also doesn't like about the course sellers, but turns out to do it himself. So that's crazy. That's very crazy. What a mess. What a mess. I need to clean this shit up, or I cannot even talk because of this mess. Give me a second. But he essentially talks down on Samuel Onua. He just made a video about him, about saying, oh, that Samuel Onua doesn't believe in mental issues. Now he had some humility. What is that word, bro? He had some empathy for him. He said, oh, it's absolutely terrible, we should not laugh at the thing. But because he trained his audience so well to hate on people who are trying to become a better version of themselves, whether financially or physically, everyone in the comments, and I'm not kidding, they just said, oh, why are you being so empathetic? Oh, you should have took him on harder. Everyone is praying for his downfall. Everyone. And it's just so sad to say that all these individuals, these young guys with so much potential, just go through this world mindlessly, scrolling and watching videos of people that are doing better. Well, better, it really depends also personally. You can be very happy in a 9-to-5 job, but the reasoning behind the insults that they obviously pursue gets terrible. But yeah, you know, they humiliate individuals like Samuel Onua simply for the reason that he does good in life, right? He does quite good in life, he has his own businesses, that kind of stuff. But people just tend to hate on him so much because they're better than him, and they feel like that guy has too big of an ego. People just feel like he has such a big ego, and that's what people just cannot deal with, because they're scared that when they just feel comfortable typing shit away, but they know for a fact deep down that if they met him in on the street one day, they couldn't get their mouths open because they're just afraid to talk to him because he has such a big ego. He's a man. He's a respected man in the industry, and they would shut up and they would just listen blindly to him because they're pussies behind the screen. Bro, people just hate on everyone, bro. It's such a sad sight. I guess that's how the world works nowadays, bro. What can you do about it? Seriously, what can we do about it? 13 grams of protein per rep. That's insane. I've never seen something like that before. Guys, you gotta stay a bit more faithful every day. Try to become the person you want to be every day. And sometimes it's not good. Let's see if our baby actually replied, our girl. Yes, he did. This is a risky question. So, I told her, well, a lot of girls, a lot of people tell me that I cannot bother them in some form of way. So I asked her, and she said, okay. So I said, but explain. Can no one bother you, or is it just me that can't bother you? The sentence didn't work in English, but it makes sense in Dutch, don't worry. Bro, it's funny. But you also got lock in, and that's the hardest part, bro, especially with girls. They tend to fluctuate so much in emotions, it's crazy. That's delicious as fuck. Not gonna lie. Talking to myself. I'm just in my mind at the moment, bro. I have ADHD, like I got diagnosed with that shit. I use it as my superpower, of course. But I got ADHD, so sometimes, most of the time my mind is just very distracted. But I don't really try to mind it, also I don't want to make an excuse. But sometimes I just lock in, bro. Like, there's just one singular thought in my mind. And everything else just gets eliminated essentially. And that's such an amazing feeling. And that's also just a feeling I want to feel every single moment, especially when looking at charts and that kind of stuff, like just being able to really lock in. Lock in this, lock in that. People use that word, I use that word a lot. What does it really represent? It means you have one goal, in my eyes. It means you have one vision, one goal. To become a better individual. To train yourself to the absolute max on financial level, mental level and physical level. But I also believe that once you try to do all three of those levels, it's just gonna be hard, bro. It's just gonna be difficult for you. Because like I told you guys earlier in one of the videos, you gotta have unbalanced seasons of life to create a balanced life. So what do I mean with that? Well, you gotta make sure in 3 to 6 months you just focus on one goal. So you totally don't give a fuck about, your physique and your mental health and your social skills essentially. You just care about work. Or you just care about your physique and not work and not social skills. Maybe physique and social skills can be combined. But you gotta create a life that you want, and that's only being done by seasons of imbalance, where you sacrifice your sleep, where you sacrifice your health, your social relationships, and that kind of stuff. This rap is so sticky. Dude, shut the fuck up. Oh my god. So sticky, never expected that. Fuck, no. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm a good chef, I would say so. Even though this is one of the easiest recipes you could ever think of. But I really know how to cook steak, bro. I always cook it exactly medium rare, which is obviously the best and most chosen variant of steak. So yeah, I just know my shit, bro. I just know my shit, bro. Bro. I like throwing out risky moves. Why do I say that, bro? You guys have no idea why I just said that. It's because I'm thinking. I'm in my mind, bro. Don't even worry about it. No, but dude, genuinely, that's like my type of thing. I just say random shit at random moments. And people just be confused as fuck. But I say it because I'm thinking about something actively. And that's the issue, bro. People just can't comprehend with. They cannot play with that shit, bro. I just changed my background on my laptop. I now have a rose gold Rolls Royce on there with a silver AP. And dude, that shit is buzzing, bro. Not even kidding. Let's do a taste test, boys. I'm so lonely, bro, just sitting here cooking food for myself and just like, I don't know, man, eating that shit alone. Carl Dawson just talked. Carl, oh wait. Carl, what is up, man? I also sent you a voice message a bit earlier in regards to the whole documentary type of thing and also about the events. And I just want to make sure we catch up on that. Don't know if you already listened to it. But essentially, bro, my business partner Walter and I, we're actually talking with a few amazing creators, artists, and also athletes in the space about hosting events where fans are essentially able to pay you a certain ticket price to attend an event with you. Obviously, this could be, I mean, you're an artist as well, and a creator, so it could be like recording a video or like a content day in the life or just spending a day with you in general. A lot of variants obviously require some brainstorming, but I just wanted to see if there's something you might be interested in discussing a bit more, because obviously it can get quite complicated over some voice messages. Meeting would be best, but we'll just see, man. Let me know your thoughts about this. We gotta keep it cool, bro. What do you do with girls, bro? I saw that she just replied again. Just leave her. leave her for a bit, make her think. Once she's able to think, she can come up with irrational things to say. It's when you maybe just make out with her. It's just the food. Oh yeah. That's my type of shit, bro. That's my type of shit. So simple, so good. I might even start to think that it's one of my best, or like my most favorite recipe, bro. It's amazing. Yeah, dude. Awesome. Wow. I need some me time. Something I always do is eat and watch videos. Most likely some informational videos. So yeah. Guys, it's been a journey. I love you boys. I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, bro. I want to see you guys soon. I think when the markets open on Monday. One last bite. Okay. See you guys soon. Adios.